wanna take it slow. Just wanna let you know. Ready to spend some time.
You guys, it's been so long that I've been on camera. I'm doing things out of order. I straight forgot to prime. And the clip you're gonna show, and I did apply my Maybelline Perfector. This is the 4-in-1 glow makeup. I really have been enjoying this, guys, and this video is just gonna be me sharing what I've been doing as far as makeup, because it is hot, guys. These are these New York summers and it is hot, and what starts sweating first? My face. Trying to be strategic with the placement of this primer now that I done put that glow makeup, but it's okay, it'll all mix together. But yeah, I don't want like heavy layers of stuff on my face. Of course, I already did my skincare, and even my skincare routine, I prefer lighter layers of product just because I sweat in my face, so there's no need for me to pile stuff up on my face. This little summer look here is very quick, easy, lightweight, all that. So it's been a minute since I've been on camera, guys. How are you? I hope you guys are all out there doing well. I am well. You guys know work is just, you know, work is working me. Taking my number 1 de Chanel foundation. This is in the shade, not sure, but I'll have it in the description box for you guys below. All details will be down there because I honestly don't see it, guys. Oh, BD 121, my bad. So I'm actually going back to applying my foundation first, guys. If you know me, I was doing like underpainting, and I still do that, but I'm finding with the bronzers and stuff that I've been using now, I kind of just prefer to put it on top. So just a light layer of foundation, nothing too cakey, nothing too heavy. This one is nice and lightweight. It also has skincare benefits to it, so I'm here for that, because like I said, I haven't been putting as much layers of skincare on my face, so I appreciate that. I swear, now that I'm on camera doing things all out of order, because I do still put my concealer on underneath, but it all ends up being the same once we blend it out anyway, so it's all good. I'm like rusty over here, guys. Forgive me. Life has just been lifing. Kids are now out of school. They're the 2 youngest ones in summer camp. I'm trying to get my oldest a job. We done missed the deadline for what do you call it, summer youth, because we're used to NYC. I lived in the Bronx for like pretty much all my life, but now that we're here in Westchester, deadlines and everything is different. So the deadline for summer youth was due back in March. Like, make it make sense. I didn't get that, but okay. So we missed the deadline for that. So we just been applying for jobs. Well, he's just been, I'm sending him links to jobs, and he applying to some. I don't know why he's stuck in like the food service category. He's applying to like Wendy's, McDonald's, and things like that. I sent him like the Westchester parks where they can clean the parks and stuff like that. I asked him if he wanted to be a lifeguard. He didn't want to do that. He's a good swimmer. I can't swim, but he can swim. He's a good swimmer because he went to summer camp all his life. So I don't know. I'm just trying to get him to do something, because I don't want him sitting here eating me out of house and home all summer long, you know. So now I'm gonna take this LYS. This is the Triple Fix Concealer in TG7. This is a nice lightweight concealer. I really do enjoy this concealer, and when I first tried it, I think the video probably wasn't so favorable for it because I'm used to like heavier coverage, but I do like the consistency of this. This is like, it's called a serum concealer, and it does feel like a serum. Like, it's very thin and lightweight, and it does give some coverage. Like, I'm not saying it's the worst coverage I've ever seen in my life. So, you know, I've been using it a lot. Even yesterday I used the deeper shade because I used that as my bronzer contour kind of situation, just to give me some definition in my face. So I do enjoy this concealer a lot. While I let that sit, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and believe it or not, even though I don't know if you've seen the I think it was a reel. I didn't do a dedicated video on these bronzers, did I? It's been a while, guys, but in the comparison demo that I had gave with the Charlotte Tilbury versus the NARS, I really did love the NARS. I love the look of the NARS, but honestly, I've been reaching more for the Charlotte Tilbury more because of the staying power that this bronzer had. It is a nice thin consistency, but it actually, when you apply it, it almost dries down to like a matte powder kind of situation, so it's not really budging, and that's what I appreciate with that, because you know me, I'm still a mask wearer. Like, I don't play games with my mask. We be going to the stores, baby. Like, I'm not, like, one of the few people I see that's still wearing their mask, and it's crazy to me because, listen, I just don't even want to be breathing anybody's air these days. Knowing that I can wear a mask and be protected, I'd rather do that. I feel better doing that. So if I get something, it'll be his fault. But even just like the common cold, all that stuff, I just feel like a lot of that stuff was so diminished when we started like being aware of our body. Like if you think of all the things that we used to do, like I know my parents, they taught me not to walk in the house with your outside shoes, like all those outside clothes and outside shoes things. We just got too comfortable as a society. That's how I feel. And then you're tracking in all that outside dirt. Like I want my house to be my clean sanctuary, you know what I mean? So all them bad habits that we was doing, I think the panty helped us to realize that, you know, it's not okay, and it's better to protect yourself. Be safe. Better safe than sorry. I don't necessarily like this bronzer for down my nose. I thought the NARS one looked really good, but going down my nose, I'm gonna do it now, and I just realized I didn't put concealer there, so hopefully that concealer will help me clean this up, because I don't, like I said, I'm not really a fan of this shade of bronzer on my nose. Like this is almost, I told you, like this is more of like a contour shade to me. That's the only thing. It's not really necessarily a bronzer, so what I do end up going on top of it on a powder bronzer just to bring some warmth into my skin. I also do go in with cream blush. I have these two mini Rare Beauty blushes. One is in the shade Love. I use this one all the time, and then sometimes I mix this one on top of it. This is a lighter shade, Enjoy. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. This is the lighter shade now. I'm not usually a fan of the blush on my nose, but with this liquid blush, for some reason it works. Like I said, I am gonna go down my nose with the LYS concealer. To blend out the concealer, I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. what is this, the Camo concealer sponge, and I'm gonna just blend it out. I'm gonna start above my mouth. See, so blend it out. It doesn't give like the fullest coverage, and this concealer almost has like an olivey undertone. So I'm probably going to put a different concealer on top. I've been going in a lot with my Too Faced Born This Way. You know, this is a Holy Grail OG concealer. The only thing about this one, I had a shade that was a little bit lighter, but this time I have the shade Mahogany, so it is like more of my skin tone color. So with that being said, I'm just gonna add a little bit of my Hourglass concealer, and this is in the shade Maple. And this part, this extra concealing, I don't do on an everyday basis. I've also been using my One Size concealer. I've been loving concealers. Like the Anastasia, I still love that one. I did a video on that when it first came out. Still been loving that. What else? The Kat Von D concealers, these are pretty good as well. Not as high regards as I used to say it was. Like I find with that Kat Von D concealer, after wearing it a lot, I feel like it doesn't have as much coverage as I thought it did. I haven't been reaching for that one as much anymore. Blending the blush with that concealer just so everything can look nice and seamless. Of course, I'm still using my SAIE, my Airset powder. I'm using this to just set that concealer. Sometimes I use this to set the whole face as well, but lately I've just been taking a big old fluffy brush with my One Size powder and just going all over my face. And this just locks everything in. It leaves a beautiful finish. I really like this powder. Oh, and one thing I didn't show y'all is that I've been spraying a lot in between application too. So usually before I blend out my concealer, I'll spray my face. I'm telling you, being on camera is just jacking me up. It's been a minute, guys. And I've just been doing this, like, this video is going to probably be like, what, 20 minutes or so? But I will honestly do my face in about 10, not even 15 minutes. From here, I take a powder bronzer. I'm using my Glowish in the shade Rich. And just going all around to bronze up. This bronzer actually gives me more of that warm glow. So, that's why I like to take this after. Just to add some warmth to the face. As you guys know, I love this thing and I hate to show it to you guys on camera. I know it was limited edition. I'm sorry you guys can't get it. But I have friends who's bought like the permanent versions, like the shades in the permanent line, and they love it just as much as well. So check out their permanent line, because these highlighters from Dior Backstage line is everything. I love these things. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some highlighter, and it just blends in really nicely with that bronzer. And this is something else I don't do on a regular day. Just sitting down doing my makeup, like, it gets me in my mojo though. So it makes me want to add, like, just keep adding layers. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying in the house today. And even now, I still feel like this is a pretty lightweight face. You can still see that blush a little bit that I applied, the liquid blush. I have the NARS. This is the NARS Summer Unrated blush. It's actually a duo. It has the blush and the bronzer. I have a video sharing this duo demo on both sides if you want to see it. But I'm just going to add that, and you see that luminous sheen it gives to the skin. So this is a nice topper to the blush that I had on already. From here, I am going to spray. And this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Vitamin C Cactus Flower. You know, you guys know All Nighter is a must during the summer. Also the Charlotte Tilbury, the Flawless Airbrush Spray. You can see I'm almost done with this one, but I do have a backup of the same travel size bottle. And then last but not least, yes, I am still wearing out my Dior Powder No Powder. This thing is moving and shifting like it looks a hot mess. You don't see not one. You probably don't see like none of the D's for Dior. But yeah, I like to take this all over as my finishing powder and just buff it all together. Make sure everything is nice and seamless. Y'all know how I do. And yes, that's how extra I am. That's when I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury. Y'all, now I know why I was stumped during this concealer part, because I've been testing out this Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. It's a little thick, sheet thick. I'm still testing her out though, so I'll keep y'all updated with that. But that's why I was stumped during the whole concealer part. Just adding some of this Dior Lip Maximizer on my lips. I was looking for my Makeup by Mario, the serum thing. I usually use it when I'm home. I don't know why it's not here on this desk, but of course this desk is a mess. I think one of the most recent videos I posted was a cleaning video, and then my desk looks like this. But now is the time when I go in with brows. Of course I'm using Precisely my brow, using the shade number 4. And using the shade 4 on my brows just makes it not as harsh as it usually is. Like, I don't mind it being so harsh during the winter time for some reason. I don't know. It's just a preference of mine. So I went back to the shade 4 and Precisely my brow. Lock it in with this 24-hour brow setter. And that's it. They are locked and loaded. They ain't going nowhere for the day. Sometimes I play with other brow things, but those are my staple products for brows. From here, I would usually do mascara, but I am gonna probably go and film another video. I want to do an eye look. Like, it's been a minute since I've been on camera, so I might as well do something with my eyes. Yeah, this is basically the end of the face. Like I said, I would normally do some mascara, but that's gonna come in the video that I filmed with the eye look. I'm probably going to continue. I've been trying to film this relook one palette video with this Heather Austin and Adept Cosmetics palette. Like, this palette is everything, guys. So pretty. So I think today I want to like play with the greens, because I haven't gotten into those greens as of yet here on the side. So I'm probably gonna do that. I'll give you a sneak peek at what the look that I did today is gonna look like. But be sure to check out that video when it is posted. If I'm not mistaken, I hope this palette is still available, and if it is, I will put it down in the comments below, along with a list and links of all the products that I used in this video. There's timestamps. I put all that stuff down in the description box for you guys, so check it out for more information on what we talked about today. Yeah, guys, that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. K-Squad, thanks so much for tuning into another video. If you haven't joined the K-Squad already and you love these kind of videos, you love beauty, you love hauls, you love demos, you love reviews, empties, all that stuff, definitely consider subscribing. I'm gonna pop up a couple of videos on the screen for you guys to check out, so you can see more of what Kay's Ways have to offer. And I hope to catch each and every one of you on the next video. Until next time, y'all, stay blessed.